start with fragrant rice, because the fragrant rice comes from Thailand, and we just heard Mantri, so this is definitely a fragrant rice, and it has a really nice fragrance during cooking time. So that's great.
That's the type of rice that when you're cooking, your mouth starts watering. You're like, I can't wait to eat this.
Correct. And the rice, if you are cooking it, it's a little bit sticky. You can see here. So. But this is a really nice rice, and you can make Thai curry out of it. So,
lovely, delicious.
So, and here we have Basmati rice. Basmati rice comes from India or Pakistan, and this is the brown rice. So this is the rice how we receive it, and this is then the white rice, when we have milled the rice here in our mill. And Basmati rice also has a fragrance. But it's totally different than the fragrant rice.
Okay.
So that's. But maybe you can have a smell in the classroom, because that basmati is well in the classroom. So,
lovely. So great.
And here you can see, if you are cooking it, it's dry cooking. So you can see that this is a very dry, the dry kernel. So it's different than the Thai one.
Great, lovely. They all look really delicious.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the chicken tandoori. Yeah. So, and here we have the long grain rice.
Okay.
Long grain rice has a neutral taste, and it's no taste at all. So, but this you can combine perfectly with. You can make fried rice out of it. And it's also a short cooking time, so only 10 minutes, and then you have a ready dish.
Great. So I suppose it doesn't spoil the flavour of anything, any sauces or anything you're going to cook with it. That's
this
really
is
good.
The rice which is mostly harvested throughout the world. So
okay.
This you can find most. And this is the round grain rice. And a round grain rice, you can see in the classrooms, it's a shorter kernel, and it's round kernel. So it takes a lot of time to soften the kernel inside.
Because it's wider, is that why? Because the water needs to get inside?
Yeah, so it needs around about 30 minutes to really soften the kernel. And you can make sushi out of it, and you can make a risotto out of it. So it's a nice rice.
Two of my favourite dishes ever.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and it's also nice to show to people. This is the brown rice, and the brown rice you can also find in the shops. And this has been milled only once. So if we are receiving brown rice, we're only milling it once. And then it's ready to eat.
And is that why it keeps its colour then? Is that why it's brown?
Yeah, it's still brown. So, and we can mill it as well 3 times, but then it's the white rice.
That's so clever.
Yeah.
I didn't know that brown rice and white rice was the same. That's so good. And what's the last one you have?
The last one is the wild rice, and it's totally different, as you can see, from the other rice types. It's the dark one. It has a very tiny kernel, and it's a long kernel, but the really thin kernel. And it really looks good if you are mixing this with another rice type, and it looks good on your plate.
Yeah, it does.
And it has a crunchy bite, so that's also nice.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. That sounds delicious.